Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of the Game of Thrones. Or a Game of Thrones. I bet it's neither. I bet it's Game of Thrones. I'll start calling it that. So, last episode we got familiar with the interactive dialogue system and how your conversations and choices in your dialogue might very well affect your storyline. We don't know if we saved or killed anybody in the middle of the Red Wedding there. And then we are now trying to return the sword, and we came across some three bad guys basically killing our father, and we tried to take them on with the sword, which was probably a terrible idea. We probably should have just kept on walking, and we died trying to do the quick time events to actually defeat them. So we're gonna probably end up having to go back to a checkpoint and trying those quick time events again.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Okay. You have a choice of the pickaxe and the axe.
You really are a pig farmer.
That other guy's trying to kill you. We made it a little bit further in the story it saved. The sword is too biggy. It is too big for an untrained soldier to try and use.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Should we do mercy in the Game of Thrones? Sure, let's play like an idiot. Let's be merciful and kind in a world that does not reward that
Lord
in one
Whitehill
bit.
will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
I mean, he was talking trash
Father?
immediately.
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Well, you killed two of them and showed mercy to one of them, but I think you mean the man who ordered this. Iron Wraith, stronghold of the House Forrester. Wait, see now that looks like a painting background. That did not
It's
look
Garrett.
3D at all.
Get the Castellan. Tell him his nephew survived.
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Is Maester the Old English for master?
2 Whitehill soldiers and a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way. We
Just
can't
stay
very
silent.
well let the Whitehills walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
It would
Hold the
really
wound
suck
open
if
for
I
me,
had
would
to
you?
go through the whole game without a leg. Press and hold A, then drag with the left stick that direction. Yeah, that's not normally what you want to do. Alright, that's gross.
These are dark days, I fear.
That's
To lose
really
the lord
gross.
of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Well, what do we do now?
The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen.
Spies might be
There was nothing we could
around. I shouldn't say
Well, I'd
anything.
imagine Lord Forrester would
I shouldn't
sacrifice
say,
himself to
like,
save anyone
the
from
fact
his
that I
house.
have a message.
although. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Alright, so we're walking around the Lord's chair. Seems like when you highlight something, if you hit A, you interact with it, and Y, you look at it. It's hardly the Iron Throne. The window.
The Ironwood Grove.
I just recently did a series, I just recently recorded a series of Jurassic Park the game made by the same company, Telltale, and frankly, I can already see that this much newer version of the same game concept is way better. Just having the ability to walk around and click on things feels so much more like an actual game. This is an actual game. Where Jurassic Park the series was nothing but the QuickTime events in very short sections. The sections were very short, and the entire game was very short and chopped up really badly. But I shouldn't be complaining about it. I'm just trying to say, complaining about Jurassic Park the game. I'm just trying to say I can already feel this as a better game. Just having options. This feels much more like old point-and-click adventure with things you can actually interact with and choices you can actually make. Even saying that this is probably just a section where I have to click on everything before I can proceed. Again, I know nothing about Game of Thrones, so I have no idea who these characters are. Maybe if I look at them, I'll learn something.
Asher. Exiled to Westeros, unfortunately.
So he's exiled.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Okay, so he's Lord Ethan.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Okay, so we're not in King's Landing.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
So Lady Forrester is the one I suppose right now in charge, because Lord Forrester was the guy that saved us.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Gregor the Good.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
And he was taken out by a horse, so that's not good.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Learn more about the Forresters from on the menu Codex
You
pane.
seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
So if I hit start now, I can go to the Codex, and we have some more text here. And it's not too much text. A lot of times in games you get potentially paragraphs and paragraphs of text. That is certainly true in The Witcher 3, another series I am doing right now. There's so much text, plus books you can pick up to read more and more, that I just see walls and walls of text and I don't want to read them. Now, honestly, I don't have time as a YouTuber to sit here and actually read these while I'm recording, but this is the right length I feel for me as a regular player, if I really wanted to know a little bit more about these guys. This is not too long, not too short. I don't think if there really could be too short. If they just wanted to have bullet points on the list, that would probably be still not too short for me. All I need to know is the pertinent details, and most of the pertinent details I would assume are going to do it. Okay, so you can talk to, show the sword to, or look at. That's really good. I mean, different options, context sensitive. There was a game called Full Throttle, very similar system with the different things, and it made a lot less sense in Full Throttle actually, because there wasn't really controller support for it. It was only mouse support because it's a rather old game. So touch the bucket. Let's touch the bucket.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
I just touched maggots. Gross. Pick up the bandages. That'll help. If I can keep them. And pick up the healing herbs.
This might help.
Actual items that might actually do something. Talk to the Meister when you're finished exploring. So apparently it knows.
I may
It
be
wasn't
mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
So the more I walk around, the better my leg is going to be. Unfortunately, there's not a lot more to look at in this area.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Really?
The Foresters owe their lives to this wood, and the weapons that come from it. No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Doesn't seem like there's a way to speed yourself up. It would be very, very bad if you lost the leg. That would definitely not be something you would want in the game. To play a whole game as a character with missing a leg. Show the sword to him. I have no reason to show the sword to him, even though it's out there in the open and on my back. I don't feel like I should be telling people that this is the king's sword. because they might try and steal it. They might know some secret to it. There might be a hidden compartment with a secret message in it.
Keep moving. I need to see you walk.
So I just look at him sideways from the side. Okay. Let's talk to him.
I'll admit, you do seem better than... Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
Why do the Whitehills hate us?
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Who is the new lord of the house? Well, we already said. The Whitehills want our Ironwood? Let's continue.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who's the new house
Who's
of
the new lord of House Forrester?
White Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan?
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Okay.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Oh, is there some
Later.
romance here?
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
Don't tell him about the fact that the horse
This has
fell
been
on
so
him.
incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to
So
see
is that
us
my
bend the knee.
uncle
The
there
hell
on
with
the
Ramsay
left?
Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow's coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within the week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
So I saw that coming.
That settles it then.
So I'm with the uncle
You can have
alone
my
finally.
horse, and I'll
Let's
see you
tell
have
him
plenty
the
of food.
thing if we can
haven't
tell him.
much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Uncles, don't walk away. I'm supposed to tell you the grove must never fall, and I haven't done it yet.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
Tell him the message.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
So if I had not gotten into the fight, would I have not then been able to
Garrett, wait!
gone to the wall at all? Okay, so I have to pick up this necklace.
Be safe.
And I think the guy we just saw was Bowen, the other serf that we saved. So I'm really starting to wonder if I had maybe had an opportunity to keep the Lord Forrester alive.
Ethan?
Or his son at least, Roderick.
Ethan!
So are we gonna start playing as Ethan Forrester now?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good. Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I promise, I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord. The lord of a noble house can do a great many things.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
So this
What's
is
the
cool.
matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
Pretty
It's your
cool.
decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
So I get to play as the Lord, and we'll see how long I can stay alive doing that. So my goal here is to say I sent him to the wall as punishment for his crimes, and challenge anyone who
They
dares to
showed up
question my
unannounced.
authority.
Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle
I
this.
can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
We want to kind of focus on listening to the Catalan, the uncle, since he seems to know more about this secretive North Grove.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters. Does little Lord Forrester know how to speak? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Just
Roose
letting him
Bolton is the warden
burn
of the north.
himself out.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the Ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason. It was your man who started it. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
He called me a liar. Kill him.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Guards, kill him straight up. So, that was the guy I spared, right? So I shouldn't have spared him?
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
I'd send a raven to the...
Your sister can help us.
To him too.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
So now we play as a different character. This is cool. I suppose we get to bounce around as different characters, take part in important political and strategic decisions. Starting off as the serf, probably my decisions didn't matter that much, and now we've played as the Lord, and we're working our way up the ladder, I suspect, although there might be some ups and downs there. So yeah, this is going pretty good. I feel like I'm very much in control of this game and not just being forced down different storylines. It definitely does feel like I'm affecting change here. So I'm enjoying this. I'm learning a few things. I think as far as the TV series and the book series, what is happening here is not very much mentioned. I think this is all extra story, which is a great way to go about it. I really wouldn't be super thrilled with playing the same story as the books or the TV series if I was a fan and had read or watched those series. Anyways, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.